Good morning and welcome to BJC Mitzvah Day, number 154, part 2, using Sefer Chinuch. Mitzvah Day keeps us on its way. And we're continuing the new mitzvah that we just started yesterday, the prohibition to eat a domestic or wild animal that is not kosher. The Chinuch explains that in fact all non-kosher animals are included in this mitzvah prohibition, and as such, anyone who eats of them is liable to malchus, lashes. In truth, however, other non-kosher domestic and wild animals are also prohibited to us on account of this mitzvah prohibition. This we know by virtue of a kal v'chomer, all the more so, as we'll see. For we say the following: if for eating of a pig or a camel which possesses one sign of kashrus, one is subject to malchus, lashes, for having violated a mitzvah prohibition. All the more so for consumption of other domestic or wild animals which do not possess any sign of kashrus at all, one should be subject to malchus, lashes, for having violated this mitzvah prohibition. In other words, if the mitzvah prohibition pertains to animals that possess one sign of kashrus, it must surely pertain to those possessing none at all. The Chinuch cites Sifra, from where this line of reasoning is taken. In the words of the sages in Sifra, the verse states, everything among the animals that has a split hoof and that brings up its cud, that one you may eat. When the verse stresses that one you may eat, it teaches that that one, i.e. kosher animal, which is one that possesses these signs, is permissible to be eaten, but a non-kosher animal, which is one that does not possess these signs, is not permissible to be eaten. However, from this inference, I know only that non-kosher animals are prohibited by force of a mitzvah obligation. From where do I know that they're prohibited also by force of a mitzvah prohibition and thus are subject to malchus, lashes? To teach this, the Torah states, this is what you shall not eat from among those that bring up their cud, i.e., the camel, pig, arnevis, and shafan, thus expressing a mitzvah prohibition. From these verses, however, I know only that these specific animals, the camel, pig, arnevis, and shafan, listed by the verse, are subject to a mitzvah prohibition. From where do I know that other non-kosher animals are subject to this mitzvah prohibition as well? The Sifra answers, it is known from a logical argument, a kal v'chomer, as we just said. If even the animals specified by the verses, each of which possesses one sign of kashrus, are subject to a mitzvah prohibition for eating them, then regarding other non-kosher animals which do not possess any sign of kashrus, is it not obvious that this mitzvah prohibition should apply to their consumption as well? The Sifra concludes, thus the camel, the arnevis, the shafan, and the pig are prohibited by explicit command of the verse, while all other non-kosher animals are prohibited on account of the aforementioned kal v'chomer. Okay, let's pause there. Good stuff. Good stuff. The sponsor of Future Mitzvah, 36 100 for the gold. Have a great day.